Hello and welcome to Tiny Table Talk for The Challenge, Season 36, Double Agents, Episode 2. And let's start off this episode talking about questionable calls. Now, a ton of stuff happened in this past week's episode, but there was a lot of questionable calls happening multiple times in this episode. And one of them that I want to talk about is in the daily challenge called Ice Spies. Now, this challenge was awesome. Like, the way that the producers thought about it, they put it in the second episode. They wanted lines to be crossed. They wanted drama to happen, to sprout up from this daily challenge where people had to put kill pills in people's stations and take people out one by one. However, as we went on through this daily challenge and we got halfway through, people just stopped. They just were walking around aimlessly holding these red thermoses and just going like, what do? We took away all of the common enemies. Now we're just sitting here just holding it and going like, I like you, you like me. Who would we do this to? It was ridiculous. And to me, it took the sting out of the game and people were thinking too much. I mean, if you're in an alliance with somebody and then you put a kill pill after you've already taken out everybody else, to me, it's like, you should be able to have a conversation with that person and be like, hey, I know we're an alliance. I know I gave you a kill pill, but it's the game and you were the other one left. It was just weird. It's something that I've never seen on the challenge. And if I have, it's so rare that people were just standing around talking so much during this daily challenge. And then everybody was like, I'm not going to be the first one to give Anissa and Fessy a kill pill. There was multiple people. All you need is 3 people to go. Let's just do it all at once. Take them out just so somebody else has a shot at double agent. To me, it was them falling on their sword, giving it to Anissa and Fessy, and to me, it just took the sting out of the game. It made the whole daily challenge kind of watered it down. The other questionable call I wanted to talk about was Fessy not going into the elimination. Now, earlier on in the episode, he told Corey that he would volunteer himself if he knew it was a physical elimination. If it was a hall brawl set up in the middle of this crater, or if there was a pole in the middle of the crater. You get there and you look at it and you go, nah, it looks janky, TJ, I'm not gonna get into it. It's like, were you thrown off that there was just a circle, a hoop in the middle of this elimination instead of a pole that you instantly froze up and was like, nope, it's not a pole. It's not a straight line thing. That's a circle. I don't deal with circles. Possibly, maybe he's thinking back to last season in episode 3 when CT decided to go up against a rookie, Jay, in the take shelter elimination, and CT, who thought he had the upper hand in that elimination, lost to Jay. I'm sure that's in the back of Fessy's mind going, look, it's only episode 2. I won 2 daily challenges in a row. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to win more daily challenges to where I can volunteer myself. A lot of people were going, why wouldn't you just go in? First of all, it's against Joseph Allen. It's against the rookie from America's Got Talent, and you can plainly see that it is a physical elimination. And he wants to blame it that he didn't know it was a physical elimination. I don't know how you can look at that and go, I have no idea what this elimination is. I think if you think about Take Shelter, that one had a lot more moving parts, that had a lot of other stuff in it. But if you're Fessy and you see this, of course you're gonna know it's a physical elimination. I just think that's in the back of his head that, oh, it's episode 2. I don't wanna take my shot too early, lose against a wild card in this elimination, and kind of be a laughingstock of the season, or leave when I have a great opportunity to make it to back-to-back finals. So I can see where he's coming from. I just think it was a little scared gameplay that Fessy had in this episode, and I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't take his shot in this elimination, and he decided to give it to Kyle, who got a gold skull now, when Fessy could have had his locked up and he could have been unbuttoning his shirt for episodes on end because nobody was going to try to take his skull away from him. Now, I think I started off this Tiny Table Talk with a little bit of criticism. I wouldn't say pessimism, I just think it's criticism. And I want to go into a more positive light into this next segment. I'm going to give out who I think are the top 3 winners at the end of this episode. After the dust has settled, after everything was said and done, and all the teams were redone and swapped and everything, who were the three that were left in the better position coming into this episode, leaving and heading into the rest of the game. So it's kind of like hockey where I have 3 tiers of winners. So as my number 3 winner for this episode, I have Cam, and that is because she has a better partner in Kyle. And it is a huge morale boost, and I think is very honorable to be the first person stolen in the episode or this season, as the whole twist is that you can take anybody's partner away from them, and now Cam is the first one to get stolen, and she also has a better partner now with Kyle than, say, Josh. Now, Josh has more social standings with the Big Brother Brigade. However, Kyle has more elimination wins and has been to 2 finals. So looking purely at their resume, Kyle is in better standing just on performance alone. So I think Cam really wins out with having a better partner at the end of this episode. And speaking of Kyle, he's my number 2 winner of this episode, winning not only his 2nd elimination in a row, dating back to Total Madness. He is on a winning streak after coming in only winning 3 eliminations altogether in his challenge career, and he's been in quite a few of them. So now he has 4 elimination wins. He has a gold skull. Now he has Cam as a partner, and I think that Kyle showed a lot of strategery in this episode, and I think he is in a much better spot going forward. And my number 1 winner of this episode has got to be Big T. I think we win as the audience watching this episode with Big T because she had great camera time, she had great confessionals, she was making me laugh hysterically. She showed that she has great strategic thinking, really ensuring that her partner, Joseph, is ensured to go into the elimination. It wasn't up to Fessy and Anissa to say Joseph's name. Now she made the house really push for her agenda to get Joseph Allen in the elimination to ensure he goes in, whether he won and switched partners or whether he lost and got sent home and then she got a new partner. Either way, Big T was winning in this episode, and she won drastically, losing a partner that wasn't really taking this game super serious and skeptical of her in this game. They couldn't really trust each other and they weren't on the same wavelength. So it was good to get Joseph away from her and out of this duo. And now she gets a major upgrade in CT. She goes from a rookie to a 3-time challenge champ on her side. And he's also very enthusiastic to be partnered up with Big T. I think I'm expecting great things from Big T and CT, and that's why Big T is the number 1 winner of this episode. Now, before we get into the comments section of the video of Tiny Table Talk, let's hear a word from today's sponsor.
Are you eating a ton this holiday season? Has society's pressures of what beauty and what fitness is really dragging you down mentally? Well, we think we have something that could really help you out.
Look no further, it's called the Allen Abs Home Workout Video Instructions. This is a 6-part DVD home workout that you can do at home, in your living room, wherever you may be. You can do this workout, and in this workout, like it says in the title, we're working out the abs. We're not doing this whole full body workout. The abs are the most important part of the body. We're not looking at the biceps, the back, the traps, the quads, none of that. It's all about the abs. And I'm gonna go into a small tutorial just so you can get a kind of taste what you will be getting in this 6-part home video workout program. And so this exercise is called the heel touch exercise. And what you're gonna do is lay flat on your back, arms stretched out, heels down, and then you're just gonna do this. The whole point is small, tiny movements. And you just do this 1,000 times. Yeah, right there. A lot of people would say that you aren't doing anything. But I'll tell you right now, you're doing a whole lot of nothing. And then also on the program, oh my gosh. Also on the program, we're gonna be gonna get up on the side, right? I'm sure you think that you know what we're gonna be doing. But I'll tell you right now, you have no idea what we're gonna do. Just gonna do this, and like we did, tiny rapid movement, like that. Oh yeah. This right here, this one works out. I'm not entirely sure. And remember, biggest tip that you're gonna find out in this Allen home workout abs program, that feel a little cramp coming on, always have trusty mustard hanging out. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should take my word for it. I'm not just a sponsor. I'm their best client. And if you order in the next 30 minutes, you'll get your free copy of the Bergman Business Book, where you'll learn to go from janitor to CEO in 5 easy steps. You can pay for this great, amazing deal outright, or you can do it in 6 easy payments. Remember, the gold button and the gold skull is in here, not here or even here. It's here, the heart. All right, so now let's get to some of the comments that I've chosen from my comment section from my Thursday's review and recap of The Challenge, Season 36, Episode 2. And we're going to start things off with Struggling a Tart, who says, Devin talking about how he doesn't understand Nicole had me dying, though. We were getting gold comedic moments every ep. I love it. I will say that particular scene was really, really funny, and especially how the way they edit it. I think that the editing team is doing a fantastic job, especially from what I can remember from last season. But I still hear on Twitter and social media that there were things like fights in the house that have been edited out. And it's like, I don't want to hear about fights that are being edited out. That's drama, that's house drama that I want to see. Next comment comes from Laura, who says, Kyle impressed me in that elimination. People really gotta stop sleeping on him, because when he puts his mind to it, he can deliver, and now he has the first gold skull for the guys. I think that Kyle does get overlooked. I think he has a reputation from his beginning start on the challenge, and I do think he puts in the time and effort, but he does joke around a lot, which I think really makes people wonder if he really is here to win the challenge. Because I remember in the episode, Nani does mention that she wants a partner who takes this a lot more seriously. And I do think Kyle takes it seriously. It just doesn't come off that way all the time, because he is such a joking guy. The next comment comes from Hello Jessica, who says, Fessy, this looks janky. No, all of us that know the show, it's a physical elimination, you melon. I particularly like this because, one, it's very, very true and true to my feelings in the moment, and also I like how you use the word melon. Eric Garcia says, someone is going to get seriously hurt if they keep making people compete in frigid temperatures. I agree, and I'm kind of getting tired of all these cold, frigid area locations, water daily challenges after last season with Nelson in the Cold War, and now this one with Michi. I am hating water challenges. I wish that if they were in the cold, that we just get rid of them altogether, or they have to be an indoor swimming challenge of some point, because it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Like, we shouldn't be doing a challenge where it's like people's extremities are freezing up. The next comment comes from Abigail Valcourt, who says, this episode was hella interesting, especially the part about the mustard. Not the mustard. That boy K is asking, is Fessy overrated? It comes off like he's being put on a pedestal for what reason? I'm still wondering. I think it reminds me of like the bigger competitors that come in, just bigger than everybody else. And so I think that plays into the part of the game where, oh, I'm not going to get picked on at all. And I think having 2 wins underneath his belt this early is going to play into his ego and say, hey, I'm doing well. I'm doing well this season. I think that's what's going to be coming into it, especially in his second season. I think has his eye on the prize, and he's thinking, okay, my first season I get to a final. My second season, I should be able to get to a final as well. I got more friends, I'm just as big, and people should be just as scared of me. Next comment comes from O, who says, Big T is so funny. I hope she is on the next season of the challenge, and I can't wait to see how she does this season. And some of the other commenting is Naturally Done, who says, yes, she is. I enjoyed her last night, and I like that she's not afraid to make some moves. Hello Jessica says, Big T is possibly one of the best UK additions to the show. I adore her. I wanted to highlight this whole conversation because this is exactly how I feel about Big T. I'm loving her this season. I loved her last season. I hated how she left the season last season, and now she's back this season ready to play. The next comment comes from Nate's the Goat, says, the excitement CT displayed when he found out Big T was a partner was so heartwarming. I think they're going to be an amazing team, and he is going to help her become a badass competitor. Not that she already isn't, but you know what I mean. I absolutely loved that moment where CT was found out that Big T was his partner, and he was like screaming, and then when he ran down, they did like a choreographed like scene, and then he's nudging her with his shoulder. I think they're gonna work really well as a team. Paris Rock says, Fessy reminds me a lot about Zach. Most are scared of them because of their size and strength, but when it comes down to situations like the final, they don't do the best. For example, Fessy in Total Madness and Zach in Free Agents. 100% agreed. This is one of the best comments out there. I wholeheartedly agree. I think the same thing happened to Zach in his early seasons on the challenge, that people were nervous to go against him. They see this big hulking dude and they go, no thank you, I don't want any part of that. And I think that their heads get inflated, and then when it comes down to put their stamp on the game, put rubber to the road, and it's just a little bit more difficult than they had imagined. And the final comment for this episode is D. Turner, who says, I think this big alliance is forgetting that when you win an elimination, you get a skull. I'm glad Fessy/Anissa didn't vote in West, because he surely would have won against Joseph and had his ticket to another final. Fessy missed out on a perfect opportunity. I think if you're trying to switch up the situation and be like, okay, we see Joseph Allen is going in, maybe I can swap it up and maybe get Corey or Nelson, one of the people that I'm the closest to get a skull. Maybe that would work out for them, but they don't want to give out that they can see the votes early on. So I could see where they're thinking, okay, now I'm going to try to blindside somebody, and Kyle pissed me off, so I'm going to throw in Kyle. There's so many levels of strategy in this game with switching up partners with the gold skulls that you could use any which way, and I don't think there's a wrong way, but I do think that one, Fessy missed an opportunity to get his own gold skull, but also helping his friends get their gold skull. But that is it for this episode of Tiny Table Talk. What'd you think about this episode? Let me know that in the comment section below. Would you think about calling in to get that Allen Abs program? Let me know that in the comment section below. Who are your big three winners of this episode? And do you think it was a major misstep for Fessy not going into the elimination this past episode? Let me know that in the comment section below. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really, really soon with more Challenge 36 Double Agents content, more challenge content, and more content in general. But until then, peace.